The Legend of Red Sonja, the Warrior's Vengeance. Beneath the burning sun of the Hyborian Age, in a land torn by war and ruled by tyrants, there lived a warrior unlike any other. Red Sonja, the she-devil with a sword, was more than just a warrior. She was a legend. With her flaming red hair, chainmail bikini, and unparalleled swordsmanship, she struck fear into the hearts of men and beasts alike. But her story was not one of glory alone. It was one of pain, vengeance, and destiny. The rise of the she-devil. Red Sonja was born in Hyrcania, a land of vast grasslands and fierce horsemen. She was the daughter of a humble farmer, living in peace with her family. But peace was fleeting in those dark days. One fateful night, a band of merciless raiders descended upon her village, killing indiscriminately. Sonja's family was slaughtered before her eyes, and she was left broken, her home in flames. Left for dead, Sonja prayed for strength, for vengeance. And the gods listened. The celestial warrior goddess Skathak appeared to her, offering her a divine gift, strength beyond that of any mortal, skill with a blade that no man could match. But there was a price. Sonja could never lie with a man unless he first bested her in fair combat. With her newfound power, Sonja rose from the ashes of her past, her heart set on revenge. She hunted down the warlord responsible for her suffering, cutting through his men like a storm. When she finally faced him, he sneered, believing no woman could best him. But he underestimated her. Their battle was fierce, but Sonja's rage and skill proved greater. With one swift stroke, she ended his life, fulfilling her vengeance. Yet her journey was only beginning. The mercenary years. Sonja became a wandering warrior, selling her sword to those in need. She fought for kings and peasants alike, always on her own terms. Her reputation spread far and wide. Stories of the crimson-haired warrior who could defeat entire armies with her blade. In the city of Koth, she was hired to retrieve a stolen artifact, the Eye of Set, from a cabal of dark sorcerers. The mission was treacherous. She faced venomous serpents, undead guardians, and illusions meant to drive her mad. But Sonja was relentless. She carved her way through the sorcerer's defenses and retrieved the artifact, earning the gratitude of the king and the enmity of dark forces who sought its power. The Blood Queen's Wrath. One of her greatest battles was against the Blood Queen, a ruthless sorceress ruling over a cursed kingdom. The Blood Queen, fearing Sonja's growing legend, set a trap, luring the warrior into her domain with whispers of a kidnapped prince. Sonja fought her way through endless horrors, shadow creatures that fed on fear, warriors raised from the dead, and labyrinths designed to drive invaders to madness. Finally, she confronted the Blood Queen in her throne room, a place dripping with blood and dark magic. The sorceress, powerful beyond mortal means, unleashed spells that could tear the flesh from bone. But Sonja, though battered and weary, pressed on. Steel met sorcery in a battle that shook the cursed halls. With her final strike, Sonja plunged her sword through the Blood Queen's heart, breaking her spell over the land. The queen's screams echoed as her body crumbled into dust, her dark reign finally at an end. The curse of the Black Mountain. Though victorious, Sonja found herself drawn to an ancient prophecy. A dying seer whispered of a place called the Black Mountain, where an old god slumbered. If awakened, this god would bring ruin upon the world. The only hope lay in a warrior with fire in her hair and steel in her hands. Sonja journeyed to the Black Mountain, where she encountered a cult worshipping the slumbering god. They sought to spill her blood to complete their ritual. The battle was relentless, the cultists throwing themselves at her like rabid beasts. But Sonja did not falter. At the mountain's peak, she faced the high priest, who wielded dark magic drawn from the old god itself. The battle was unlike any she had fought before. Every wound she inflicted seemed to heal. Every strike she dodged was followed by another. But Sonja saw the truth. The priest's power stemmed from the mountain itself. If she could destroy the sacred altar, she could sever his connection. With her last ounce of strength, Sonja shattered the altar, and the mountain trembled. The god, still trapped in its prison, let out an unearthly roar, dragging the priest into the abyss as the temple collapsed. Sonja barely escaped, watching as the mountain sealed itself once more. The world was safe for now. A warrior's destiny. Red Sonja's legend only grew. She was a warrior, a protector, a force of nature. But beneath it all, she was still the girl from Hyrcania, fighting to carve her own path in a world that had tried to break her. Though she refused to be bound by kings or laws, she had her own code. She fought for those who could not fight for themselves, struck down tyrants, and defied gods and demons alike. Her sword never rested, and her fire never dimmed. As long as the world needed warriors, Red Sonja would be there, her blade gleaming in the sun, her laughter defying death itself. And thus, the legend of the she-devil with a sword lived on.